Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In our previous video, we discussed about the list of various national level PhD entrance examinations upcoming in 2023 for pursuing PhD in life sciences from India. So now, suppose that you have not appeared or cleared any of those entrance examinations. Apart from those, there are various other methods by which you can avail national level fellowships while doing your PhD in life sciences from India. So in today's video, let us get acquainted with such national level fellowships. Now, to avail any of these fellowships, all that is required is for you to be registered in a UGC recognized institute for your PhD. The first on the list is the DST Inspire Fellowship. Now, if during your masters you are the topper of your batch, then you can avail this fellowship during your PhD. Second is the Lady Tata Memorial Trust Junior Research Fellowship. As the name suggests, this Junior Research Fellowship is given by the Lady Tata Memorial Trust for pursuing your PhD. The third option is Prime Minister Fellowship. Now this fellowship is again given by the Department of Science and Technology. This is a very unique kind of a fellowship. So to avail this fellowship, you should be in the first year of your PhD while you are applying for it, and you need to have a private company which is ready to partner with you and sponsor your work. So in this kind of fellowship, what happens is that half of the money of your fellowship is given by the Department of Science and Technology and half of the money is given by your partner company. So you get double the amount of fellowship as compared to what you get under the other fellowship schemes. You can avail this fellowship for a maximum period of only 4 years. Now, other than these fellowships, there are a few fellowships that you can avail if you are in the second half of your PhD program. That is, if you have completed more than 2 years in your PhD. The three schemes which are best suitable for such candidates are ICMR SRF, CSIR SRF and DST Women Scientist Program. So for ICMR SRF as well as CSIR SRF, the rules are pretty simple. You need to have minimum 2 years of research experience and minimum 1 research publication in your name. It could be as a first author or even as a second author. If you fulfill these criteria, you are eligible to apply for these fellowships. The third one, which is the DST Women Scientist Scheme, is exclusively for encouraging the women in the research. To avail this fellowship, you need to be a woman who is more than 27 years of age, and there are 3 schemes under the DST Women Scientist Scheme: DST Women Scientist A, DST Women Scientist B and DST Women Scientist C. All you need to do is go to the website and check under which category you are eligible to apply. Unlike the other fellowship schemes, in the DST Women Scientist Scheme, you yourself get the funding for your research in addition to the monthly fellowship that you avail. In addition, in this scheme, they prefer selecting the women who have a break in their research career. And in all these schemes, even if you are in the first year of your PhD, if you meet these criteria, then you are also eligible to apply for these SRF schemes. Now, if you are a candidate who is belonging to a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe or other backward class, a separate fellowship is also available, Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship Scheme, which is issued by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Under this scheme, the SC, ST and the OBC candidates who are registered for MPhil or PhD, they can avail this fellowship, and 2,667 total fellowships are issued under this scheme based on the merit of the marks that you obtained in your masters. For the minority candidates, one other scheme was also available, which was the Maulana Azad Fellowship, but that fellowship has been discontinued from this year. Apart from these national level fellowships, there are also various other fellowships at state or even institute levels which you can easily avail. One such example is the Shodh Fellowship, which is issued by the government of Gujarat for the students who are registered in PhD in the institutes in Gujarat. So every state issues such fellowships, the more details of which you can easily find on their respective websites. In addition, the candidates can also avail their fellowships from the institute where they are registered for PhD. Every institute has a separate criteria for providing the fellowship to their PhD students. So the rules for the same you can easily obtain from your respective institute. The amount as well as the number of fellowships issued varies from the institute to institute. Also, apart from these, you can avail the Junior Research Fellowship or Senior Research Fellowship from the research project's budget. If your PhD guide is having any specific research project funding for which the budget of JRF and SRF is allocated, you can also avail your fellowship from that project's budget. All you have to do is you have to get registered as the JRF or SRF in that research project, and you have to do your PhD in that or closely related subject. These rules also vary from institute to institute, and even in the same institute the rules may vary from laboratory to laboratory, and you have to coordinate with your PhD mentor in case you want to avail this kind of fellowship. Apart from the specific eligibilities for each of these fellowships, writing a research project is the major requirement for availing majority of the fellowships that I have mentioned in this video. So make sure to write a kick-ass research project so that nobody can deny you your fellowship. That is all for today, you guys. I hope I did not miss any fellowship in this list. In case I have missed any, please comment down below so that our fellow YouTubers can also get help from your knowledge. In addition, if you have any other doubts regarding these or any other fellowships, please feel free to comment down below and I will try my level best to help in whatever way I can. You guys, keep spreading kindness and keep spreading knowledge because this world needs a lot of it. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.